Well, in this video we are changing the rear shock absorber for a Honda Civic 2009 1.8 liter petrol. Now you can hear it, it's coming from the rear left. You heard it, right? We pop this up, and as you see, these go inside and these are easier maybe, so you can start by the corner here a bit and then by this and then pull it back. This one may be sitting a bit hard, so use some penetrating oil, and here I'm using an impact gun because it may be hard to use like small tools here, so I'm just gonna break it loose and then continue with smaller tools. I'm holding it with a 40mm and then with this. So when this is sitting like this, I'm gonna tighten this. I'm actually loosening the knot, but it's turning the opposite side. So I'm gonna leave things like this and go down. Place the jack at the lifting point and can start lifting until we can have more access from the back side. Now from underneath, don't forget to put some safety. Here we have the shock absorber, and here is the bolt we're gonna remove. So I'm just supporting it. I have applied some penetrating oil, but it may need some more. So I'm gonna loosen it with the impact gun and see how it goes. Now I'm gonna work it back and forth. Let's see how it goes. Be sure that the socket goes the whole way in. So now I'm sure it's in. Now loosen. So I feel that it's hard, so I'm gonna tighten again and put some penetrating oil on the other side. Again. I'm gonna apply some grease on the head of the bolt so it helps a bit, and it may be safer than WD-40. And if you're wondering why I'm not wearing gloves, well, it's a bad idea, but it's easier, so I can feel the threads and I can feel what I'm working with. Now I'm gonna loosen a bit. So now I feel that it gets harder, so I'm gonna apply heat now and try to make it in and out. Be careful so we don't burn the tire or the brake lines. So it's a bit sensitive area here, so I'm just trying to put the fire exactly on the, like, if we can call it knot. Just some heat, so it can make different in temperature and it can expand a bit. Well, now it's out. The impact gun make it much easier for me, but at the same time, if you don't have impact gun, you can also do it by hand, but you need an extension or like a longer arm for the tool you are using. And the same thing, you can use penetrating oil, grease and some heat Now with the bolt still in place, we're gonna go up and unscrew this the whole way. We're gonna remove this metal here so we don't lose it. We put it somewhere here so we don't forget it. And as we see here, the rubber is okay and it is still in a good shape, so we don't want to change it in this case. But it's always better if you are just like working the whole way, why not to change it if you feel that it's a bit cracky or like this. Now just pull out this and we have the strut or the shock absorber free. We can put it in a safe place. And here we have the shock absorber. So, well, it's stuck somehow. I gave it a few hits from above and it came out. Be careful, there is a cable there. You don't want to damage it. And here comes the old shock absorber. So I know that this one is bad, but I want to show you how it is when it's bad. So I'm pressing, so you see I didn't need to press hard, so let's press it the whole way in. Well, it's maybe stuck there, it's not going further anyway, and I need to pull it up, so this is not good. Be sure that the upper rubber is still in place and the lower one. Here we have the new one. I'm gonna prime it a bit, so I'm releasing this. It's going up by itself, so I'm gonna let it go up the whole way and wait a bit, 3 to 5 seconds, and then press it in slowly the whole way down. Wait a bit, few seconds, and the same thing few times, 3, 4, 5 times. So this new one came with this. I'm gonna keep only the lower one, but this rubber and this rubber and this, I'm not gonna use them. I'm gonna use the original ones. I'm gonna insert it from here. Well, it's not easy to film at the same time, so we're gonna insert it in the hole up there. It came now from here and it's sitting free here. So I'm gonna clean this bolt and then we can install it. So I feel it got harder. Now I'm gonna use the tools and not tighten it the whole way. So I'm gonna loosen it a bit. So I want it to be loose. I don't want it to be tight now. Don't forget this. New nut with lock. So now again, this loose enough and I can see the gap there. So why we want this to be loose? We want to lower the car and let the car sit at its weight, and then at a straight level, straight ground, we want to tighten this, because if we tighten it now, it gonna damage the bushing when the car goes down, and maybe not directly but after hitting a bump or like this. So we want to tighten this at the ground level when the car is on the ground. So I'm gonna remove everything here inclusive this, and I'm gonna tighten this later. Now I'm gonna lower the car slowly and keep an eye on this. I want it to go up smooth. I don't want it to damage the rubber. So I don't have special tools for this, so I'm holding the head by this and I'm gonna tighten clockwise like a normal knot to the right. So I'm gonna tighten by this. I'm gonna tighten the knot and hold this in place so it doesn't rotate at the same time. Now we tighten this to 20 Newton meters. We put this back. Now we can tighten this to 54 Newton meters. And if you change one side, change always the other side, because these are suspension parts. If you like my work and want to see more, you can like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.